by default 45. If I change the size 30, if I change small 20, and so on. So let's choose the medium, go to toppings and add olives. So it should give me 33. Remove olive, it gives me 30. Add pepper and olive, so it should give me 35. Remove olive, it should give me 30 plus 2, 32. So everything is working. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, so I will close the application and do a little bit extra stuff. Remember, we did a little bit of error checking and validation earlier, so I will just do here a little bit of that. What I want to do, I want to check if a name is entered, so I want to see if this is empty, and then my way of showing there's an error without giving any annoying messages, I will just make customer name red. I'll do the same thing here. If it's empty, I will make it red. Okay, so let's go back here and let's do the following. I will do an if statement. So if I think we called it customer text field dot it didn't recognize it, which means I must have called it something else. Let me just make sure. It is we called it, we decided to go with an abbreviation, cust source cust. Okay, let's try again. Cust again. This field does not like me. All right, much better. So what am I doing? I'm checking if the text in here, whatever the user actually entered, is available or not. So I try to get the text from it. So I would say get text. Okay, and now that I have the text, I would use the is empty, and you can see that this is a method that returns a boolean, so it will return true or false. If it's empty, it will return true. So if it is empty, what do? I would need to change the color of my label to red, and this property is called the foreground. So I have a background representing the background color, and the foreground in a label is simply the color of the text. So go ahead and say customer label dot set the foreground color, and I want to use the color red. So it's giving me, as you see here, it's giving me a tooltip saying that you need an object of the type color. So I will use the color class, and I will use one of the colors available here, and I would use red. Okay, now when I do this, and this is a nice feature in NetBeans, I see here that I have a problem. If you have a problem and NetBeans does not have a solution for it, you will just see the red alert. But if there is a suggestible solution, then NetBeans will give you that suggestion. So if I double click it, it will give you, actually it has a 3 suggestion for me. So what I need to do is to read my error and try to fix it. It cannot find the symbol variable color. Okay, so basically the class color is missing. So what I do, I import it. So I will double click this, fix the problem. It's available now in my imports. Okay, right there. Okay, and I will do the same for my phone number. However, what if the user entered their name, the customer name? I don't want to leave it red. I want to correct it and make it back, change it back to white. So I will just copy all of that instead of red, sorry, not white, it's not the background, it is the color, so to black. Okay, copy all of that, repeat for what? For the phone number. Instead of cust text field, I will use the phone text field, and instead of the customer label, I would need the phone label, and here the phone label. Okay, let's test. Okay, we pick and choose, and the calculation took place. However, I got these highlights which is telling the user that there's a problem. Of course, at this point, for example, if you're placing an order, you stop that till the errors are corrected. Okay, let's go back to the design. At this point, we're done with the lesson. However, in just a few things, you can do a little makeover to your form and make it look a little bit better. I'll do that very quickly. Choosing a background color for here. I'll choose the same background color for my same thing here. Maybe a different background color. Okay, let me change the background color of my main panel also. Make it white. Alright, what else? Maybe I need to import an image and put it here. So I will go ahead and put a label here, and let me just put it right here. And for this label, I'm gonna bring an image, so I will say the icon associated with it. I will go ahead and import. I have in my documents, my picture, I have pizza. Finish. I would say okay. Get rid of this. Actually, I don't need this anymore. Okay, let's just make sure it looks nice enough when we run it. Okay, looks a little bit better. And what I want to do right now is to go to the about box. Remember, when I go to help and click the about option, I will simply see this. So what I want to do is to customize it a little bit, personalize it, and I will change the icon for this, and I will import this second picture. Finish. Okay, basic application example. I will say ITEC pizza and IT, and compliments of Chef Samer. And just to customize it a little bit, and I'm done.